telat nih kayaknya.
Apa sih pakai window capture ya?
Apa?
Pakai apa sih? Web capture ya?
Ya.
Browser.
Browser search. Kalau aku. Bukan. Oh, cara full screenin ya?
Cara.
Gak tahu. Kayak Niki.
No, I'm with you on that, and the results say somewhat the same. I mean, take what you
Display
want from the game
capture.
against Liquid. It was a good look.
Ya,
from
display
Fnatic.
display
I think
capture itu
that's a
full
big
screen
telling sign to
tapi.
me. Now again, of course, I've watched
Apa aja kelihatan dong berarti?
pieces of Crew's
Hah?
Apa aja
approach.
kelihatan,
We've
Bang?
all poured
Iya,
over the
ngapa-ngapain
same
kelihatan.
old, I guess, footage, right? We've all seen the game against Infinity, especially.
Ini ya
It was
kelihatan,
a
Vin.
good game. Their Astra looked
Hah?
solid. I liked what they
Niki
did
ya
with
kelihatan
the
kalau buka
utility of
apa-apa.
Killjoy, for example.
Kok bisa sih?
I'm curious to see what roster they bring
Ya,
out.
kalau
I don't know how
Bros
many
kayaknya
times
nggak
they've
bisa
run
deh,
that
tahu.
Astra kind of Killjoy look that they brought in that Infinity game. However, it could be time to now see them refining that, for example, because yes, the boys didn't mention on the desk, they haven't had as much time to maybe acclimate to these opponents or maybe kind of work out and flesh out more of that idea, but they seem to play it very well. They really understood the theory. I do want to know
Nggak
how
kelihatan
their
sih.
understanding can go now.
Nggak kelihatan apa?
Yeah, I think really, yeah.
Sabar.
Sebenarnya sih stats-nya not bad sih, tapi
I mean, Crew didn't actually play ice
Nggak
box
pikir.
across challenges.
Ini benar-benar.
Anjir.
Ini kayak CS Boston yang dulu tuh loh, Vin.
We do like to see that. It does mean that agents like
Spike
won't
Sky.
be too far away, or at least we'll get to have confirmation on what they went for.
Ada
Hopefully
coachnya,
any
Cok.
second now, and there we go. So right into Agent Select, of course, brought to you by Prime Gaming. Now, anything standing out to you here? I'm going to leave this
Oke,
one.
udah mulai berarti.
Briefly run me
Ya,
through
ini udah mulai
anything
nih.
that catches your eye.
Nothing actually standing out too much. I mean,
Mystic
expectations
Dead
wise,
Maybe?
different. Potentially, yeah.
Oh, Astra meta
slight
banget, sumpah.
adjustment on the side of Crew from maybe what we're expecting. And that's the other side of Fnatic, a little bit of switch up as well. Potentially looking to pull something out of the bag here. I mean, I said I wouldn't expect it in game one, but it might actually be on the cards here for Fnatic as just about to get game one underway.
Tanpa
here,
duelis.
All right, deep breaths. We are about to dive into game one of Masters. Fnatic up against Crew. Latam facing off against the EMEA, the European side, of course, of Fnatic here. Going to kick things off, and it'll be Crew on the defensive side and Fnatic on the attack. And you've got to keep your eyes on those young guns coming in. You've got your Dirk, you've got Magnum. These two are heavy hitters. And it looks like a quick piece to begin with. Already Dirk just going to put his
Jelas gitu ya.
fly right in towards the site.
Ya.
Actually come through, yeah, it's 2 for 1 in favor of Crew.
Jai.
Actually,
Ini nonton di mana ya biar bareng Vin?
We'll find another one and we'll find the third. Doma falls now.
Kamu nonton di mana Twitch ya?
Just Magnum as he comes up
Iya,
short.
enggak nonton di live-nya
We'll try
Niki
and
Mas
swing
ya.
on. We'll get that headshot through.
KRU
Tag
bos.
down about 7 HP. A lot left to
Nice
do.
dapat.
Klaus actually
Oh iya lo Latam.
close that one out.
Latin America.
Like you said, a
Yang
very
punya aku
fast
hero.
piece coming through towards A side, but well handled by Crew,
Can we-
particular B&J.
Fnatic, did you just try and go quickly against a Latam team? Fnatic? Hey? No. Don't be doing that. Don't be hold your horses here. But a great start, and I think that just proves the firepower that we know is with this region specifically. But we have to now see what they can keep doing down the line. This will bring the economy favorably. And of course, we get to see the new UI as well. Look how cool this looks. You get to see everything. This is great, but also huge shout out.
Oh
as
iya,
well,
ada
we see
skin ya,
a
Leh.
bit of a lighter investment, no armor to
Gila.
supplement the sheriffs and bits and pieces for Fnatic, whereas Crew, of course, going on the full-on SMG buy-up. Unless Fnatic start to turn some of this, we can kind of give a big shout out to our observers as well. Prius, Sapphire, and Yeti bringing you all the action live from in-game, and you gotta love your observers. They're the ones that
The
make
gold
it look
squad.
damn good. Exactly, right? Like, can't mess around with that. But into the game we go. Looking at the utility usage, this looks very similar to what I came to expect, at least watching Crew's previous games coming into this tournament, especially Delzik being such an integral piece playing in towards Garage, and I'm sure Fnatic have looked at the same things, but Doma going to claim a quick kill out of nowhere. BNJ, the danger man from the last round, is now down.
Lucu, tagnya FNC.
Well, the presence shown on the side of Crew. I mean, B&J
Harusnya apa ya, Vin?
Fnatic ya?
Dan-
showing
Oh iya ding, iya ding.
a face over on. Hey, Delzik now just anticipating Magnum drifting through into Garage here, but we'll
This
back
contact on
away.
A.
Yeah.
If they just go subtle, now, yes, Nagset does find one, but they're going to lose position on long. This is where they could maybe...
Gila.
Out of
Ah.
nowhere, huge deny, shut down. There was so
Nagset.
much opportunity for maybe a spike plant, a
Nagset.
little bit of a punish, maybe take away some of that economy, but now it's just in tatters. Magnum, great player, but this one, way out of check.
A really, really nice round once again from Crew. And I love actually, just in the early round, making a really good read, right? The fact that FNATIC are going to come in, try and take close contact from Suez.
Dia tahu kalau
just
dia
throw the
defend
wall down,
dulu ya.
just to
Gak
put the
duelis.
brakes on. We know obviously FNATIC like to get early round control in terms of.
Halo ngap, halo Miguel. Orangnya di sini padahal.
The last comes through Doma. Able to trade that one out. Actually, a little weapon switch onto the classic for the last. A really nice round from Nagzat.
Okay, so we do have the rifles. Now we do at least have the what we like to call the bonus round for crew, so they will be sticking on the lighter purchase. But so as expectation should be, this should be a FNATIC round. But let's see what damage could be done by crew here. So
Masih ada yang pakai glitch pop ya?
for potentially the fight release the shoulder peek towards long, and that's going to get Durka at least on.
FIFA Premier, let's go.
Mm.
Enggak nonton Master kali ini, Bram.
Aku harus tuku tiket FIFA Premier udah.
Nanti lah habis ini.
Refund.
Habis ini.
Kita
Habis map
kita barusan
1.
Oh. Terus tuku tiket paling ngarep iki.
Iya. Loh, Vin kamu lagi lah, Vin masa FIFA terus?
Oh iya.
Apa kan? Harus Valorant kan?
Nanti cheatnya ketahuan, biasalah.
Oh iya. Mepet.
Actually, that's going to force a drift away from A side and some aggression elsewhere.
I've got to keep this clean. If you're on the fan side,
Nanti
of
Papa
FNATIC, you want
masuk
to see
sih.
them not get, I guess, lax in this by any account. Klaus on the other side waiting.
Gitu aku bikin Milo dah
Boaster side to
sambil
build
nunggu
towards,
FIFA.
indicating the hit may be coming
Nonton,
through.
Bram.
You can see the
Nonton
utility
live-nya
towards
Maxewin.
Ace facilitating that.
Iya, aku parkir.
B&J, though, gonna get all the
Parkir.
information, and the dash does come out.
Parkir doang
The
aku.
side to snap comes
Pokoknya ada yang
out.
aneh-aneh
Damage done, yep,
langsung
for crew, and
ban.
here comes that lurk from Boaster.
Yes.
Lovely work from him.
Tadi sebenarnya mau tak kasih ban
ban
sih, tapi kata aku Kevin temennya ya.
Enggak, itu aku time out doang bercandaan kok dia.
We'll get one upgrade
Oh
here.
ya udah.
Will they consider
Oh,
coming
itu
through
dah.
and finding or trying to find a little
Aku
more
time out ID 1, dia pakai ID Smurf.
A-Link
Iya, kaget aku. Namanya beda lagi. Pedro. Yang satunya yang ID mainnya
Pedro.
lupa apa.
a little
Itu.
harder for them to come through and find it here.
Pedro
Maybe just
apa
try and
gitu.
keep some of
Lupa.
FNATIC on.
Kayak ke Spanyol-Spanyolan.
To the spike, but
Vin, ini cacat, Vin, sumpah. Observernya harusnya ada mukanya nggak sih? Kan lahan.
Oh iya,
No, this is Klaus
Yeah,
can keep
but-
that rifle. Delzik,
kayak CS ya.
if he could get an
Yeah,
exit or
but-
two, that's kind of the game plan. Not gonna be able to get any Fnatic out of there. Actually does get a little closer.
Kenapa orang-orang suka pakai Kenjo di sini? Sumpah.
Nggak tahu deh.
Ultinya nggak sih? Orang tuh perbandingan pakai Kenjo ulti.
Ya, ultinya gede banget gitu loh area.
Iya sih.
Ya, bisa
Kalau EU pakai dua itu, dua apa namanya? Kalau EU dua inisiator. Entah itu bridge, sofa,
Anjay.
kalau enggak satunya itu
Sekarang pakainya
Sky Sofa. Iya, Sky Sofa. Kalau EU kayak gitu. Beda-beda ya cara mainnya orang-orang itu. Kalau EU suka, kalau di map ini dua inisiator mesti. Habis itu sentinelnya pakai Cypher. Kalau pokoknya nggak healer pokoknya sentinelnya.
Itu di shot, mantap banget.
Itu. Nah kalau Korea aku sukanya dia pakai Brimstone di map mana aja. Jadi main attack apa fire speednya itu loh.
Oh iya.
Nah, itu di double pick. Winter langsung nih ngeliat orang Korea itu. Bener-bener
Sumpah lu.
manjain.
Masa Alan nggak ada facecam, what the fuck?
Ini kan baru babak awal kan? Nanti
Iya, harusnya
dia
ada
pas
facecam lah.
pas ngundang benar-benar yang hype itu istilahnya kayak ngundang di Dota itu yang benar-benar casternya yang paling top tier baru final biasanya. Pokoknya perebutan juara 1, 2, 3 biasanya.
Iya. Ini loh bagus. Ini VCT Master sama Korea bagus Korea lah stage-nya.
Iya.
Terus kemasannya
Gua akuin
ini.
sih.
Bentar.
Now it's going to at least kind of slow them down for a second, cause a little bit of a pause for thought, but the rest of the sites. Klaus denies.
Tembus wall, dipantek Killjoy.
Kills were integral. Now Boaster feels like a mile away. The spike's now going to be lost. Boaster has to pick up the pieces. Finding Delzik
Kapan
is
ya
the first
Killjoy-nya
step.
Bram
Klaus a
bisa gitu
little
ya?
less than
Jaga
ideal on
lane
HP.
sendiri.
Big work from Boaster. This is
Salah, Bram.
happy.
Seru banget, anjir.
Pull it back.
Sedih sih.
A great recovery.
Killjoy jago kayak gitu,
Klaus does
jaga lane sendiri.
absolutely fantastic to find all those kills over on A, but somehow, I mean, I thought Boaster was potentially going to be lost in that lurk. There was a moment where again the situation comes through where they're able to potentially pinch him in B, but he somehow finds both of them through A link.
Ini baru apa?
Right there, I gotta
Match
say,
pertama.
Yeah.
That's kind of a miracle.
First game.
Fnatic to close that round out with how things went down on A side, because they lost the spike as well, Lauren. It was deep on the site.
I thought that was done for, but yeah, Boaster pulling it out of nowhere for this, and that's a huge bonus for these boys, having your IGL not only operating on that sort of level, but also bringing it through in the game as well. So, Duck are gonna just try and keep that economy looking healthy for him. Gonna depend on the knives out for this one.
Perwakilannya Korea ada yang itu kan perakian per region ya. Oh, Kevin.
Iya, per region. Ada yang 2 ya regionnya.
Yang Korea ada nggak ya? Solidam barangkali lolos.
Enggak, bukan. Korea enggak. Korea apa? Lupa.
NTH timnya Solidam.
Leaning towards garage initially, I guess just trying to get a feel for whether or not there's a stack anywhere. Maybe playing with
NTH, no Tide Hunter.
Nggak tahu. Timnya pokoknya Solidam, NTH.
Iya.
50 seconds left and no real moves made
Itu
by
tim Dota ada kan NTH, no Tide Hunter?
Nggak tahu. Tim tier berapa itu? 5.
Nggak tahu deh. Oh.
Both members are outside beat. A little bit of damage goes through, but no kill.
Yeah, the Viper will at least temper what could have potentially built off that Sage wall, but there's
Tapi
Magnum
mereka
still.
awalnya
The Danger Man who did have the rifle,
gitu ya.
that won't be able to be filtered back.
Nggak tahu deh.
Look at potentially the damage to the economy, and at the
nggak
moment,
pas
not
ada
finding too
maknanya
many
itu.
chances.
Cuma
Dirk
kita
is
nggak
gonna
tahu ya.
slowly fall away from this, get himself the rifle that was lost, so at least going to keep everything tickety-boo for them. And the last 3 still just looking for a chance to do some damage here, and really Fnatic aren't giving them many opportunities.
They now find themselves in a 3v5 retake here, and not an awful lot left to do. Once again, I just looking to get some damage on both the catches. Ags inside garage, Durka comes through, the pinch is perfect. Magnum close things out, Delsic falls, and a flawless round there from Fnatic. Really well considered. Once again, like
itu jetnya Fnatic, crosshairnya tahu apa? Literally titik.
Iya, dan titik doang.
Iya, standar doang.
You know, on both sides of the coin there was the turning factor.
Flawless Prime Gaming.
Fnatic lean back in towards garage. They know
Turnamen ini disponsori oleh Amazon Prime.
Wide open.
Oh, Prime Gaming tak kirain punya Twitch ya? Kan ada Twitch Prime kan?
Oh bukan,
Jadi
kayak barengan
bisa
ya.
gratis, iya makanya. Warnanya ungu juga, Prime Gaming.
Oh begitu anjir.
Tuh,
Gila. Tahu loh dia.
Line up Killjoy. Orang ini ngapain sih? Ngebol kayak gitu? Bingung gue.
Yang mana? Yang di A.
Iya, yang tadi yang kru itu. Nakz sama BNG dari mati kan?
Oh. Nggak tahu.
Kayak gitu kan.
Sebenarnya kayak gitu supaya ngelihat mereka orang attacker kayak di wall. Terus setelah keluar dari situ loh, Bram. Mereka tuh pengen ngelabui kayak gitu.
Sih, baru nyampe.
Terus taunya tiba-tiba keluar orang. Dia siap gitu loh.
Iya, masalahnya malah gitu kan. Kalau misalnya di-pick kan, untungin yang di-pick kan. Dia bisa tinggal ngeliat kiri aja.
Mungkin mereka expect-nya kayak, dengan cara mereka kayak gini, mungkin attackernya balik badan nih. Nggak jadi masuk short gitu.
Anjir, fatal banget. Mati dua.
Astra sih udah meta banget.
Iya, tinggal di wall. Apalagi kalau ada ulti, habis itu nge-diffuse tinggal di wall. Anjir, sampah bener.
Iya, kru nggak pakai ini ya. Ini di sini nggak ada yang sofa loh, hebat loh.
Ya, sofa line up-nya orang SEA, EU yang pakai sofa di sini tuh.
Mystic the same, but again if you're facilitating the pieces
SEA, EU pakai sofa di sini.
But Delsic,
Tak tahu dah.
the hits haven't really been coming their way. They have been predominantly towards that A site, I guess, apart from that kind of buy against a little bit of a half buy towards C, but still I'd like to see
Fnatic ini masuk mana? SEA ya?
Bukan. EMEA mana ya?
NA.
Bukan. IMEA apa ya? Nggak tahu deh. Sabar.
They're starting to get all of it building their way, so hopefully they can maybe find an
Kalau di Dota kan terkenal
Oh,
Fnatic kan
Eropa, Middle East sama Afrika.
Middle East,
The man is just flying through this.
And I mean, the big thing is economy-wise now, Fnatic can start taking a few more risks, right?
Fnatic ini
They now have a little bit of freedom
runner up-nya nggak sih?
to play around.
Kayaknya iya.
on the attack.
Yeah.
They do have a little bit of a tactical pause coming through.
Jambi overpick suruh bayar loh.
Serius?
Itu lihat tuh di
You
vlognya.
make a good point, and really, again, look towards the new guys.
Siapa yang disuruh bayar?
Talk about land
Nih
experience and maybe
dia ngomong sendiri.
jitters along the way, but
Maksudnya gimana?
it's a huge positive. It goes
Nih,
out
tak
so
kirimin
see
video
Durka, you know, put on those,
Kayak
stringing together a couple of kills early on. Those, I guess,
Harus banget ya diliatin sampai skin-skinnya segala.
There is a chance that, you know, Fnatic,
Iya, iya juga.
transition from
Sampai dikasih lihat skinnya.
still
Baru nyadar loh.
Iya,
Harusnya kayak
skinnya
ya udah
apa,
aja gitu lah.
vandalnya.
The
Iya.
thing that comes to my mind as well, and this is something that I guess you can talk about when it comes
Terus
to
kalau
your
mereka
players,
misalnya dia nggak
especially,
punya skin,
Oh,
is
biar
the
sekalian
confidence
promosi,
that
Bang.
good rounds can make.
Kru negara mana dah?
Confidence that, oh no,
Biar sekalian promosi. Oh, orang-orang yang jago nih pakainya vandal merah
Iya,
nih.
iya,
Vandal
iya,
naga
iya.
merah. Beli ah besok gitu.
walah marketing.
Marketing.
Kru
Kru negara mana dah?
Itu ya, harusnya ada Star Trek win.
Oh iya.
Enggak, kalau ada
Beli
Star
lah.
Trek beli enggak?
Belilah. Kru negara Latin Amerika, Bang. Harga berapa?
2 kali lipat.
Anjir. Tetap
Aku
enggak.
beli.
Aku tetap beli sih.
Kru itu dari Argentina. Kru.
Iya.
Iya.
Trying to shut down big boys on the entry, right? It's not an easy thing to instantly counter. There's something about it. You know, you got Yampy doing something similar as well.
Tapi
Mana ya?
Well,
I want to see what the
nah
answer
videonya
is.
itu maksudnya
yeah,
didenda
the
itu
problem is
kayak
the
gimana?
other
Maksudnya
side
dia
of what we
bilang,
saw
aku kalau
with that little bit of aggression,
Actually,
it
every-
was I
Gila.
call it a set piece if you like. That being shut down
So
straight
the
away,
share
I don't
sama
want
menit
that to be,
keberapa?
you know, Crew
Yeah.
we're not going to get away with that. We can't do it again because actually, like I said before, this game started, before this map even started, Crew need to find value in those
Iya kan?
unorthodox rounds, the ones
Iya.
where they just make a slight adaptation, right? Because I think if they just sit deep and try and react to what Fnatic are doing, we know how quick and how well rehearsed and choreographed some of the side hits from
Kirim
Fnatic
ya.
can be. And actually, with Durka hitting shots like that, again, they don't even need to
Astra itu
rely
langsung
on-
dipasang
they just need to
aja
rely
ya.
on Durka kind of
Urusan kita
going
mau
in
kemana,
and
urusan
bread and
terakhir
butter,
tinggal
playing
ditarik.
Udah aku kirim tuh.
18:36.
So that Viper just constantly jumping.
Iya lah, nggak ada facecam.
Thank you,
Dia tuh
Observer.
chat
It's just-
semua
yes, it's
facecam,
like, no,
facecam,
we're going
facecam.
up to the rooftops, get away. But
Kecewa
all
gak
said,
sih?
at this point, it does seem as though it's
Kecewa lah.
technical.
Masa
Nggak kayak
Maxevin
chess.
ikut master gak kelihatan
Yeah,
mukanya
I was like,
Maxevin?
well, this is a-
Ya kan,
Hopefully
masuk
we'll get
akal
this
kan?
up nice and quick. Again, I'd rather
Aku
have
aja
these
gak tahu
players
pemain
100%.
fanatik mukanya.
Amin.
So we can kind of
Amin.
maybe take a step back, and I'm gonna be honest. The start of this, the first couple of pistols, are
nilai
like,
kat-
oh my, these boys built.
Kata
different.
Niki,
They've
panggungnya
got some
4/10,
wild aim, and they
what the
did.
fuck.
And Fnatic coming in with that mad aggression on the pistol, I was getting a little nervous if I'm honest with you, but it seems to have kind of fallen into the right place, at least for Durka. But yeah, I'm looking to see if Crew do side to maybe get some. It's hard to find an answer though. Like we talk about, okay, defensive side of aggression, right? Well, if you go for the fight against Durka, you're going to be met by sheer force, and it seems as though he's
Exactly.
on today. So where about on the rest of the map? But bear in mind, Fnatic are holding a good default throughout this, so it's going to be tricky for them to find that kind of avenue of approach. You could sit deep on the site potentially, make Fnatic take side control, but these boys are solid
Vin,
at
tahu
executions.
gak,
They have really good set
siapa,
pieces. This is where I
Budi
think
Meister
we were always
pakai
constantly going to ask
kayak
the question when it came to
bantal
Crew
gitu
that
loh.
we highlighted at the
Bantal
start.
kayak elap gitu
How
loh, Vin.
deep is
Kotak.
their knowledge when it
Alah,
comes to
paham,
push
paham.
out
Itu
of
apa
their
ya?
comfort zone? Because we
Yeah.
know they dominate when they don't get tested on these things. But if they
Ini
start
berarti
being
di
pressured,
Iceland dia
how
main
deep is that answer?
di
Do they have
panggungnya
that
berarti.
scrap, that little bit of
Oh,
kind of
nggak
maybe
di bootcamp
a
sendiri ya
go-to
sih.
that they
sih.
can
Penasaran
really
loh
look
monitornya
towards?
ini berapa hazard loh.
I mean, the other thing is that
Itu nggak mungkin 244 sih. Siapa
360.
Tens
360.
ditanyain kan gitu sama Everett Jonas. Di bootcampnya dia itu kayak fasilitasnya sak banget gitu. Kayak
Oh ya,
istilahnya
dia bilang
iya,
gitu?
di Everett Jonas ada kok. Bentar, nanti tak kiri, tak
Ini
cari.
bilangnya barang-barang masuk ke Iceland susah. Alasannya.
Yang bootcampnya loh ya, bootcampnya buat latihannya apa TENS itu. Nggak tahu kalau bootcamp yang lain mungkin lebih bagus.
Oh bahasa Jepang, ih gila layarnya jernih banget deh kayak.
Iya. Pakai bahasa Korea lagi. What the fuck?
Bahasa Jepang.
Oh Jepang ya?
Jepang gitu,
Jepang.
Jepang.
Hah? Kok niat banget ya pakai bahasa Jepang ya?
Nggak ngerti.
Kalau ada yang pakai bahasa Indonesia luar biasa.
Habis itu apa namanya? Katanya perbedaannya Everett Jonas tanya Perbedaannya monitornya yang di bootcamp sama itu lebih enak di mana? Lebih enak yang di stage daripada di bootcamp. Di bootcamp suck gitu.
Wah, minumannya Red Bull.
Itu
Master anjay.
bantal, ada bantal-bantal itu dipegang-pegang, tau gak sih itu?
Ya
Itu hand warmer.
Iya.
Iya. Jadi
Tulisannya
kalau
gimana, Vin?
hand warmer tangan penghangat tangan, jadi kalau kamu pakai itu tuh itu batu hangat gitu loh.
Oh, alah.
Pokoknya
Kayak
kalau diangkatin
koyo, bahasa Jawanya
tambah
koyo.
itu, tambah berkeringat tangannya.
Nggak tahu deh, jadi kayak
juga ya?
anget gitu loh.
Makanya kan tambah berkeringat.
Kayak anti keringet deh itu cuma anget-anget aja. Soalnya kan di situ kan pasti dingin di Iceland ya.
It's a difficult
Oh,
one. I think
Oh, I see.
juga, benar juga.
Iya sih, minus sih suhunya di
I'm
Iceland.
staying on the fence here. I'm staying on the fence. I think when you think about teams like Fnatic in particular, they're not a team to ever really show you.
Kok lagi pada main bang itu kenapa ada masalah teknis atau taktik kah? Ini lagi technical pause, ada kesalahan teknis.
Anjir, 7 derajat Celcius di Iceland sekarang.
Iya makanya pasti tangannya dingin banget sih itu.
Cuacanya mendung lagi dah, kelar dah 7 derajat Celcius mendung. Gua jadi pemainnya tidur aja dah.
Ini bener-bener gak enak sih main LAN tapi nggak sebelahan gitu.
Kata Niki teknikal nggak boleh bahas taktikal.
Oh iya emang itu ada peraturannya kayak gitu.
Ini keyboardnya Fnatic ya, tapi kira Xtrify.
Anjir, Fnatic sponsornya BMW ya?
Dari OT bang, enggak kayak komputernya deh masalah.
Iya.
Komputer dari pemainnya. Nah sekarang udah mulai lagi nih.
Game pertama sih. Mending
4-2 here, Fnatic up against KRU. It's hard to bring myself back in. But we will be seeing if there's now adaptation from KRU. Their money is in a little bit of a spot of bother. They have 2 SMGs now to supplement those 3 rifles.
Yeah, actually, and again, just talk about that again. Nags off the back of that flash in A lobby, just straight
ini
away.
wallnya isi kenapa ya?
Just in case a fast hit
Bukan
does
kompe
come
ya,
through
kalau
now.
kompe kan B.
Magnum and Durka
Dia
stay put for the time being.
Killjoy-nya jaga itu Garrett sama B
Elsewhere,
side.
Mystic and
Udah pede dia.
Most are showing a little bit of presence over towards C now. That's going to bring one player in the form of Delzik over towards
Killjoy
side.
kan bisa jaga 2 sekaligus.
Doma actually
Iya benar.
looks as if, I guess they're waiting on this wall to fall, and actually Durka going to show on long as
Main
well. So
double
this is
pick
really
sama
interesting
turret.
here. Fnatic actually now don't.
Kok Kevin udah ngerasain double pick sama turret, enak bener.
Nobody from KRU overstepping.
Tapi aku lebih suka kamera sih nggak tahu kenapa. I mean ya beda kali ya.
Masih kamera loh. Masih suka kamera, Pak.
Oh, Cypher ya.
Cypher aku lebih suka Cypher karena ada smoke-nya itu loh.
Again though, it really is just seeing Durka, so it's kind of
Robosnya enak bener tuh. Ada double damage-nya juga. Lambat kan double damage.
Kayaknya bisa gitu. Ngebet doang.
Anjir ini dipotongnya lebih banget ya mapnya. Potong Astra. Motongnya tuh sampai 1/4 layar anjir.
Maksa dia masang di sebelahnya, itu maksa biar itu.
Oh ini wallnya
Masuk
apa?
ke wallnya.
Orang mikir ya jetnya di sini.
Terus.
Tes
Jangan naik atas.
tiga Indo aku tebak banyak anu deh, banyak Astra bakalan.
Gantung timnya
Anjay.
kayak ngopi siapa itu ngopi siapa. Gantung.
Gila mantep banget. Jago banget Fnatic ya.
Iya. Itu bisa dipotong loh orang B-nya.
Iya. Terus dihancurin itu wallnya. Apa? Ulti, Killjoy, lockdownnya. Booster my idol, Safin tuh.
They show presence on both sides, and actually utility invested now. The Astra divide comes up on C, and it creates this chaos. KRU are left second guessing. Now with two players shown, the flash
Killjoy-nya Fnatic sama Killjoy musuh, aku lebih seneng Killjoy musuh. Tadi tanya kok Kevin ya, dia bisa clutch 3 lawan 1. Gila.
Si KRU.
Just so good to watch around like that back.
Klaus.
Oh, Klaus.
Killjoy-nya KRU, iya, Killjoy-nya KRU bener.
Oh kalau kayak gitu tuh pasti kelihatan ya. Anjingnya detik-detik terakhir pas lompat.
Iya, kelihatan.
Pas dia putar-putar kamera.
Apa jarak AW-nya? Kan ada AW-nya kan?
Iya, cuman
AW tertentu baru, walaupun detik terakhir, tapi kalau misalnya AW-nya nggak masuk ke visionnya anjingnya, nggak bisa. Hanya orang-orang rata-rata nge-spam loncat gitu ke depan, biar tahu detik-detik terakhir itunya di mana.
Stage-nya bisa gitu loh.
Delzik trying to find the timing just right, but Magnum's no, the timing. That could have been bad, but it wasn't.
Tapi stage-nya ini apa? Stage-nya kru aneh bener. Tadi aku
Itu
lihat
kayak gak pernah ngeflank gitu.
nggak ada. Mereka koordinasi.
Anjay.
Rencananya kalau keculik C kita lari kemana, keculik B lari kemana, keculik A lari kemana.
Jadinya kayak kemarin kayaknya Vin yang divide.
There's a little bit of damage. He does at least have light armor in that, but now he's gone. It's down to Noma. Gonna find Delzik and Op could be recovered.
Noma ini anak CS kan?
Question mark. Doesn't look as though.
Doma.
For now.
Nggak tahu. Belum ngekill dah.
FNATIC ini.
Oh iya, dua ya belum ngekill ya.
Aku bingung deh si Kru kenapa ambil Viper ya? Udah ada Astra.
Ya double ya, double smoke.
Mau line up dia rencananya.
Oh, mungkin
Itu
defend
klasik
dulu
sih.
biar kuat pak ya?
Nggak tahu deh.
Lebih ngecengin di attackernya dia. Jadi line up jarak jauh.
Iya sih.
After plan.
Iya. Jadi di stun, habis itu kena smoke sama itu, mati dah itu, serius. Dia main apa, kayak retake lah istilahnya. Double pick sama itunya nanti di celong, sama apa, killjoy-nya. Habis itu si Viper-nya tinggal ngelakuin tugasnya.
Bang gua kan baru banget nih hitungannya di game, apalagi FPS CS. Gue dari dulu ada turnamen major kayak VCT Master Internasional antar region gini gak sih? Dulu nggak ada sih. CS gue benar-benar kayak EU doang sih yang paling banyak. Tim EU, makanya bosen. Yang bagus yang ini doang nih, per region. CS gue nggak ada dulu major kayak gitu. Lexi cantik, halo Wang, apa kabar?
He's fine. Boaster, help me out, dude.
Dan siapa di mana?
I don't want that fight. Actually,
Miyung
Bella
Nona. Tadi ada fans. Tadi ada
SMC Miyung.
ada fans Miyung tadi. Siapa yang namanya tadi?
What's going
Wah,
on?
versi Mihyung.
Itu yang di live chat Maxevin tadi.
Sumpah.
Itu si Kalul, siapa?
Kaleb.
Kalu.
Oh,
Cool ya.
Bener gak?
Iya betul. Apa sih ini ya?
Tadi lo komen kamu.
High pony. Hai kalau Kevin sihat gak? Sihat. Alhamdulillah.
Awang.
Fanatik juara nih kayak harus bawa ini deh.
Orang-orang prediksi kalau misalnya nggak Fnatic satunya apa gitu.
Kayak harus bawa
Enggak, bukan liquid kok.
Flusha deh.
Orang-orang prediksi.
Flusha nih harus bawa Flusha.
Emang dia masih pro CS ya?
Gak tau kayak masih deh.
No.
JW.
Typo oi. Bentar. Berarti dunia belum tahu bang kita M plus Game Sense Thailand. Saya aja ini buat pembuktiannya sih ya. Iya bener banget sih. Ini dia nih seru makanya kayak World Cup gitu kan. Ajang World Cup banget ya buat ngadu antara region.
Yo, liquid ya?
Iya, liquid ya.
Terakhir gak sih? Terakhir sih?
Terakhir kali bener itu.
Loh enggak, terakhir kali dia di tim apa ya? Belgia gak sih?
Kurang tahu aku lihat Twitch-nya itu itunya apa? Yang tempatnya kamera itu
Tapi dulu
abangnya liquid.
Dulu kenapa kalau turni major CS:GO ini ya apa? Kayak cuman tim EU doang.
Berhasil ada MIBR gitu.
Iya, cuman kayak nggak ada Asianya gitu loh. Kayak kenapa ya?
Asia ada.
Enggak, tapi jarang gitu loh. Kayak karena nggak menang di regionnya gitu nggak ya?
Pasti Asia ada, Vin. Pasti Thailand, Fiji, terus itu JKS dan lain-lain.
Still looking to try and progress through
Gratis faction.
Invictus Gaming.
Tapi kayak jarang gak sih kayak misalnya Thailand gitu loh. Yang Thailand dan lain-lain.
Kalah sama Aussie, sama Cina. Thailand tuh sudah siapa-apa sama Cina, wis pasti stikernya Thailand aja sebanyak itu.
Oh iya sih.
Nggak ada Thailand apa ke master. Udah pasti itu loh, siapa tuh yang timnya 100 tips sebelumnya yang JKS gratis faction itu lah. Itu Aussie.
Jago banget anjir Boster nih jagoannya Savin. Gila.
Savin juga ini.
Savin tadi. Boster sakit sih itu, IGL kan. Emang Boster IGL ya?
Nggak tahu sih.
Nggak
Oh,
ada.
ada Savin di live.
Ada. Bisa gitu loh colongnya.
Ulti ya?
Iya.
Ultinya rapi ya?
Rapi, satu gang gitu.
Bentuknya kayak
Yang Boster IGL ya? Nggak tahu sih, kaptennya nggak ada perban kuningnya.
dipikir FIFA. Dia ngasih op-nya nggak di tengah-tengah tuh loh, Vin. Bagusnya. Nih. Itu op-nya Astra, dia di kanan, udah pasti swing kan.
Oh iya, terus langsung ditarik.
Iya. Aku kalau jadi, biasanya kalau aku pasti tengah. Lagi tahu ini.
Iya pastilah, biar kena semuanya kan.
Kalau tengah bisa balik mungkin pemikirannya.
Masih ada Mihu nggak sih?
Ada. Mihu diam-diam saja mendengar. Apa yang baik sambil nonton.
Anjay.
Diem-diem baik.
Nggak boleh emang.
Ngobrol dong. Gimana menurut Mihyung pertandingannya?
Nggak tahu.
Ini harusnya kru Maxevin sih.
Iya sih, kemarin sih kurang masuk ya tawarannya.
Gajinya
Kurang. Bisa dia nawarin ini 100 juta per minggu. Kurang.
Aku tahu, Vin, apa yang kamu lakuin tiap malam kalau 100 juta per minggu.
Apa?
Beli McD.
Beli McD. Tapi beli ininya, beli counter ya. Beli franchise. Beli franchise, ya nggak?
Untuk apa ya kan beli makanannya ya kan?
Beli franchise ya lah.
Asia paket.
Wih anjir WH, sumpah WH. Itu kru.
Bisa gitu anjir.
WH. Baru lihat tadi.
Kedengaran.
Enggak, WH aja. Pengen.
Kok bisa aja? Kok bisa aja? Kayak bisa mikir itu bakal dibawa gitu.
Nggak ngerti deh.
Kedengaran kan kayaknya.
Mungkin kedengeran.
Tapi pasti kena ada kena mentalnya nggak sih, Vin, kalau offline?
Iyalah.
Ada lah pasti.
Itu kan kalau LAN gini udah bukan kayak tangan yang main, tapi mental yang main. Yang diadu kayak nggak cuman main doang, tapi ya mental. Bener-bener mental, gila.
Yang diadu dirimu lawan dirimu wes.
Ini offline.
Anjay. Offline ya. First.
Ini bener-bener stage-nya Fnatic disupport sama Wall Stage berapa kali coba?
Nggak ngerti deh.
Komentator lah, Vin. Ini Magnum kita lihat melakukan turret.
Anjay, itu mah lihat yang di Indonesia punya aja.
Loh. Aku tuh penasaran loh, kenapa wallnya nggak masuk loh?
Yang mana sih? Yang ini?
Ini wall city, mungkin dia mau slow ya, terus pick.
Enggak, sebenarnya yang bener tuh emang kayak gini, Mik. Bukan di depan sono. Wallnya. Yang bener tuh di sini.
Oh, alasannya?
Supaya nggak bisa ditembakin dari depan, nggak langsung habis gitu loh. Makanya langsung nyisa kan. Mereka sisi ngepicknya tuh jadi dikit banget, kecil banget.
Mau ngecek kanan juga susah ya?
Iya, mau ngecek kanan juga susah. Bener-bener pandangannya kecil.
Yeah, it is, especially when
tim sebelah
for me,
digendong
Fnatic's
sama
win
Sage
condition
loh.
on this map in particular is having a good attacking half.
Tapi udah jauh banget weh.
We know how
Gila, ini kok
punishing
jauh
they can
banget
be
skornya.
on defense, how proactive
Iya.
they can be. I mean,
Ini kita main skornya
executions
juga
here are
sama
just
pada 10
absolutely
juga.
relentless. It's every single round, Lauren.
Main apa nih?
Boleh.
And really,
Ah,
Main apa nih?
Main ini. Kita musuh fanatik 10-1 lah. Kurangin 1 lah. Itu maksudnya kill 4, aku kill 1.
Ini 10-2 kayak skor aku sama Miguel di FIFA.
Mulai.
It's gotta start with a
Mulai.
Sorry. Sorry.
Mulai.
Skor kayak aku sama Miguel di FIFA kayak gini. 10-2.
Udah saya warai.
Nih loh, saatnya gue line up gaming.
Ini loh,
Iya.
dia Wall Viper juga kayak gitu loh. Gak tahu juga maksudnya apa.
Dia main pojok dia.
Wall
Itu
Vipernya
supaya
pas
mengecilin ini kayak ruangan.
Ya, view.
angle.
Jadi mereka harus
Ya,
itu
kayak angle.
nge-push.
Jadi
kayak dibagi 2 aja lah kalau EC-nya.
Oh,
This is
gitu.
now going to put Doma on an island.
Jadi kayak sedikit sisi yang mereka harus cek gitu loh terhadap attacker-nya.
Sekarang banyak
Well, he's
banget loh
finding
yang
information.
pakai.
We'll actually get the time in there, and he's gonna
Wow.
wall off and respect the push
Monjer.
for the time being, but
Semua langsung dibredel.
he's actually gonna
Begonya di-pick lagi.
we'll find the
Tapi mantap.
second as well, Doma.
Uh.
He's gone huge for Fnatic
Uh,
here,
dapat
even in the 2v3 retake.
GG
He's just
Sage-nya.
made that possible. I don't know how he got away with it. He looked like
FN Chamihyung.
he was a
Power
dead
of
man
kepala.
walking, but still. The post-bomb positioning
Emang
should be
bedanya movement CS
somewhat
sama
okay,
Valorant
but
tuh
there's
apa
still
sih, Vin?
utility.
Beda,
That's
Cas, lebih
bedanya.
cepat kan?
Magnum gonna try and work back in, decides to just
Oh,
go
ini
for a
kayak
shot
lebih
out here. Devils, they
clunky,
go
itu
with
kayak
style.
lebih
That's
agak
basically gone now, just in the hands of Magnum.
mana gitu.
A 1v3 not gonna happen, and Crew convert the first. It's exactly what they
Jadi
need to
30,
build back
30,
into this
30.
game,
Boleh juga orang
because
ini.
they need everything now.
Iya.
Yeah, they do.
Ini line up-nya belum
This
keluar
one, I
tuh,
mean, with this
santuy.
round deficit,
Kebalik.
you know, plays like that,
Gak
man,
perlu. Gak
Viper di
perlu.
Heaven jarang bet kan ya. Pakai 2 smoker itu ya hitungannya. Iya, jarang banget.
Itu Fnatic udah mau line up kan? Bram. Tapi
Sekarang
udah menang.
lebih metanya pakai ini Bang Rizal. Astra tuh dipakai terus kan. Di mana-mana Astra. Tapi ini nggak tahu kenapa malah
Still can't believe Doma got away with that.
pick Viper.
Kayak Astra sama Viper udah pasti line up
The
gitu.
scout looking, you know, we got the
Dia
kind
main
of
jarak
classic
jauh.
purchase to come through. I'm not sure if I love that from
Ada kita
Durka and Doma. This is
Gaming.
Mulai
yeah, I'm not
dibalikin loh ini.
sold on the Marshall at this point, if I'm honest. But you can see it's done absolutely.
Emang attacker sided
And
deh.
be a quick lean towards A.
Pokoknya
Yeah,
Vipernya
it's
mati,
sold, but
menang
at
sih
this point,
Fnatic.
Bulldog
Jadi nggak bisa line
recovered
up.
with Mystic, but Boaster left with very little. And yeah,
Tapi
no real
Viper tuh kayak-
impact. Mazzino's down, but that's about it.
Kayak yang lebih dari cuma line up sih menurut aku di bagian ini, di game ini ya.
Iya.
Bagi ruang dia, bagi space.
Karena mereka tahu loh kayak Heaven tuh mapnya nggak kecil gitu, gede. Jadi mereka butuh nutup ruang. Pakai wall Viper sama wall.
Iya, makanya kan
Oh,
tergantung
Astra.
itu sih kok. Region kan.
Iya, beda
Ada
meta.
yang ada yang pakai apa cuma pakai brim kayak Korea itu. Ada yang pakai
Nah.
kayak gitu.
The real metanya di
Sama-
sini gitu loh. Habis ini semua orang pasti ngikutin meta yang ada di sini.
Iya sih. Tapi
Nah,
gitu
ini
nggak
awalnya
tergantung.
gini sekarang. Oh, beda musuh.
Emang harus mati ya kalau ronde 2 ya?
Okay, 4 alive.
Ronde 2 harus apa?
Emang harus mati ya daripada saving ya?
Much damage done off the back of
Lah
that.
kan dia saving kok. Duitnya
Enggak,
didapetin
bukan. Maksudnya
dikit.
tadi yang CT-nya nggak diffuse kan maksudnya. Terus kayak dia langsung bunuh diri aja pakai bom gitu.
I guess why not try it?
Nggak
Like,
tahu, wes.
normally
Kan
Pemikirannya
dia
apa ya?
people try
nge-save
to
kan kok,
switch things
gitu
up
loh.
a little bit and actually
Enggak sih.
Enggak fanatiknya
Fanatiknya
udah
iya.
menang tapi pilih mati.
flashes just. Was that a
Ya,
team
daripada
flash
di
or did it
itu
get-
duitnya
did
kan
that
nggak dapat
diambil?
full.
shot? I
Sky ya,
looked
Sky
as
yang
though he
mati
was
loh.
absolutely
Sky yang
Iya, Sky masuk ke dalam.
just still
Iya
there.
kan nggak dapat full duitnya kok.
Oh gitu ya?
Alright, mate.
Iya. Jadi kayak
Dia duit lebih banyak
nge-save
kan?
ya, nge-save. Habis itu ada satu teman yang masih hidup. Itu duitnya nggak banyak dengan semua yang wipe out.
Oh, I
Tapi
see.
Jadi kan low streak. Duitnya itu akumulasinya itu low streak. Jumlah orang yang mati sama apa gitu satunya. Nah kalau misalnya ada satu yang hidup, jumlah orang yang mati ini nggak kehitung duitnya. Jadi
Oh,
cuma
I see.
low streak sama lost round. Udah itu.
Oh, jadi mending pilih mati aja ya kalau misalnya kita emang
Iya.
saving gitu.
Makanya aku gemes gitu kayak orang-orang nge-save. Iya aku tahu dapat bundle tapi ya teman-temanmu yang lain miskin pak. nambahnya cuma 1.500, 2.000.
Beda sama CS, beda sama CS.
Iya beda sama CS ya. Ternyata aku soalnya masih pakai konsep CS gitu loh, Mik. Kayak oh iya apapun. Jadi ya saving gitu loh daripada mati sayang.
Kirain kok Kevin tahu.
Oh enggak
Badisnya
pernah.
Iron, Vin, badisnya Iron, sumpah.
Apa?
Ini badisnya Iron.
Oh iya loh.
Lihat ya tadi.
Anjir.
Badisnya siapa?
Kayak di ID Smurf deh.
Iron, sumpah. What the fuck?
Bingung dah. Jaga angle kayak gitu pakai vandal mau mampus apa ya?
Makanya itu, akan mikirnya kalau jarak segitu kan mesti pakai Phantom kan.
Iya.
Pairing rate-nya lebih deket. Memang beda.
Sedibutuhkan itu kah smoke di Haven, di Icebox, Breeze, gua rasa cocok aja sih di smoke. Sudah gini sih bang, kayak mereka tuh setiap region beda-beda metanya. Kayak ada yang pakai 2 smoker, ada yang pakai 1 smoker, ada yang nggak pakai duelist sama sekali. Mereka jadi kayak setiap region, mereka mempresentasikan mereka tuh mainnya tipe kayak gimana gitu. Siapa tahu ntar kayak orang Indonesia ntar beda lagi kayak gimana. Ini kan beda-beda regionnya. Hai Mr. Masevin, halo Bang Will.
Beda semua.
Mending menang Fnatic yuk. Mik, langsung olah aja kita.
Bisa aja. 13-5 ini.
Sumpah lu, badisnya Iron lu ini.
Iya pasti ID DD-nya kali di ini.
Wah, aku
Pinjem.
tersinggung sih kayak gini nih.
Ada skinnya gitu.
Lu pernah
Mereka
dibantah
minta skin.
Iron nih Fnatic.
Pakai body Iron.
Iya.
Udah gak pakai Reyna ya sekarang ya zamannya.
Yeah, I mean, coming into this match, the one thing Fnatic are known for are these defensive executions.
Enak tuh glitch pop vandal di angle kayak gitu.
Like I was saying, being extremely proactive like this, if they can keep finding success, they will just dismantle the default from KRU.
Dapet 2.
Okay,
Agak.
actually, Mystic had an opportunity to line 2 up there, and as you find that Magnum gonna cast the order.
5 dong. Kalau kayak gini.
Iya, 13-5, ya kan?
Dapet 2. Sayang banget.
Udah ketebak kayak gini tuh. 13-5 gitu. Kalau nggak
Bisa loh itu. Itu kalau Secha mati menang menurut apa sih?
13-5, 13-7. Dia kena racun yang Viper kok. Vulnerable.
Iya.
Damage-nya nambah 2. Damage-nya double damage.
Sampai jam berapa ini turnya bang? Ini sampai jam 5 pagi bang. Ntar jam 10 mulai. Ntar jam 11. Habis jam 11 ntar ada jam 3 pagi. Iya.
Kalau dibandingin Soldam gimana? Dibandingin Soldam?
Tapi Reyna emang jarang banget dipakai bang di turni di Indonesia juga gue lihat kok jarang banget ya pakai Reyna biasanya jadi chat sih. Iya benar sih.
Yang Soldam itu 4 lawan 1 gila. Maju
Nah Reyna soalnya udah di nerf sih bang, udah dikecilin.
Gila. Gue
Orpet tinggal 2.
Satisfied banget.
Nobar sampai jam 5 kan nobar. Anjir enggak bang. Abis pertandingan ketiga lah ini. Beres.
BO berapa sih?
BO3 kan ini.
BO3.
Yang kalah? Kalau ser bracket kan?
Hah? Enggak.
Enggak.
Habis ini ada
Aku lihat bracketnya.
3 game sampai jam 4.
Iya 3 game. 4 gak sih? Mik?
Ah, setahu aku 3 Pak. Coba.
Lihat bracketnya aja.
Terakhir itu nonton.
Nah, sama orang-orang kayak Fnatic gitu nggak tahu ya kenapa suka frenzy sama itu.
Oh iya.
10 PM jam berapa ya 10 PM?
10 malam dong.
Besok. Enggak 3 game Vin.
Oh iya 3 game hari ini ya.
Malam lagi extend.
Mau nonton ini aku
Extend besok.
Iya extend wajib nonton sih besok.
Iya. Adiknya Maxevin, adik panuket.
udah pas banget tuh bisa
Suka banget deh Deagle-nya.
Ini Derke ini oke banget ya. Dia nge-smoke, habis itu musuhnya nge-weave, habis itu dia langsung kepala. Bayangin kok, lihat nggak tadi?
Kenapa?
Derke yang Fnatic
Yang JT kan tadi habis kedas gitu.
Iya. Yang smoke. Dia naruh smoke ke kanan, habis itu musuhnya nge-pick duluan. Udah 70 nyawanya, itu dibalas langsung kepala.
Iya. 13-5 bener anjir sih Bram. WH ya?
Bukan WH, mafia. Mafia.
WH anjir.
WH, bukan mafia ini. Kalau nggak 13.5, 13.7, nggak tahu dah. Kayak Dota, habis itu kayak 10 kill pertama ini, oh berarti yang menang ini nanti. Kayak hafal itu.
Nah udah yuk. GG guys.
Nah ini 13.5 udah fix.
And that ends in the fashion that I would have expected early on from FNATIC, right?
Easy. Ayo yang ngebet.
Those are the sorts of rounds.
Monitornya Alienware ya? Apa sih?
Gak tahu monitornya. Biasanya monitor itu dari sponsor.
Selebrasi gak? Maxevin ini pasti fanatiknya. Siapa sih?
Nggak tahu. Oh nggak tahu orang-orangnya siapa aja. Flusha tuh.
Anggap saja Mawar. Flusha.
Mawar. Gila, Monster Energy, BMW. Nggak ada ya sponsornya Milo, Nutrisari. The fuck? Minum-minuman keras semua, jantung mati. Cepet ya, sumpah. Energi drink, Monster Energy.
Main beneran, Vin.
Testernya nggak di sono ya?
Main lo.
Emang saya nggak di live lo, sumpah.
Apa-apa.
Ini malah.
Duluan ya bang, nanti balik. Oke, Bang Will. Game. Tadi kita nggak kelar.
Ya.
Ini aku udah beli kursi premier ini.
Extend bisa jadi kuda hitam sih bang. Iya bener banget. Extend sih. Kita harus dukung Extend sebagai perwakilan Asia.
Aku nggak bakal mengecewakan fans-fansku ya sedang nonton ini, Vin.
Halftime.
Aku main dulu ya,
Halftime
guys.
show.
Oke, Meyong.
Ntar aku balik.
Dadah.
Oke, Ci.
Good luck. Halftime show ini.
Lihat pembantaian mauan guys.
Next ini apa? Siapa lawan siapa?
Enggak, masih.
Hah?
Tapi map 2.
Oh, map 2. Map 2-nya apa ntar?
Enggak tahu.
Dedas.
Dead bracketnya gimana sih?
Mirage
di
kayak
YouTube ada nggak ya?
Di flr.gg. VLR.
VCT kan? Bener nggak VCT?
Astaga.
VLR.
Kalau das dibuat Valorant menurutmu gimana, Vin? Jadi itu jetnya ngedes.
JP. Long.
Jetnya ngedes mana ya?
Long.
Tunnel long.
Iya.
Tunnel long dedas.
Tunnelnya keluar langsung kan?
Ya.
Lurus.
Langsung itu Killjoy ngasihin turret itu di window B. Buat mid sama side. Asia paket.
Terus Killjoy ini.
Apa?
Anjay, suaranya kenceng banget lagi.
Iya.
Dah.
Ini ya aku gak denger support nih. Kalau ada yang ngomong.
Kamu warna apa? Yang bener, putih, hijau.
Hitam. Oh itu hijau.
X.
Sumpah suaranya keras banget loh.
Bisa-bisanya hitam.
Ngeri. Gimana nih komentarnya Kevin. Komentar ya. Aduh.
Komentar saya sih prediksi Kevin bakal dibantai sih di FIFA bukan di Valorant.
Komentarnya, mending kamu lihat dulu nih Vin. Aku bantai Miguel.
Bantai. Oke guys, kita bakal toxic game. Let's go.
Sebenernya jago banget sih. Highest rate fanatik 80%.
What the fuck? Udah kan main PB 80%.
Sabar.
Ya ampun, belum udah ngepost kena mental. Oh suaranya ya?
Sabar, audionya.
Udah sama ngomong. Enggak, siapa terus loh?
Emang fanatik jago sih, kenceng banget gila dari tadi. Kayak ngerti gitu kebaca.
Ya.
Apalagi tadi yang push CK gitu kan, nge-push short. Jadi counter.
Counter. Oh, coba. Ngetes. Vin, pinter ya Vin? Temanku gak mau lari. Astaga. Sit.
Temanku gak mau lari sumpah. Coba tas. Mau.
3-2 untuk Miguel. Yang bener, Vin.
Nah, dari ini gue lovers.
Kok streaming FIFA malah banyak yang nonton ya?
Coba.
Streaming NOBAR.
Apakah ada di Maxevin divisi Valorant? Valorant FIFA. Ngapain bro? Go back to Valorant bro. Aku gak bisa berhasil sama aku sendiri.
Kok message-nya retracted di delete sama ini? Langsung di delete sama Savin, message-nya 3-2.
Dia kena mental Vin dukung aku Vin. Aduh.
Halftime show guys.
Go back to Valorant my bro.
Good use of the ball. And back with Dele Alli. Might be able to set up the chance.
My brother. Gak bisa main guys, gak bisa main. Ini ya.
Ya, kasih dulu aja.
Ini guys, metanya Maxevin cuma Mbappe sama Neymar suruh lari udah. Spoiler. Udah lihat demo aku berkali-kali demo.
Cara mengatasinya bagaimana aku Miguel?
Aduh, Bram, nggak denger Bram, benar Bram. Suara stadionnya ini bergemuruh nih.
Bergemuruh. Alah.
Counter guys. Udah pakai KJ, kamera sniper. Kasih. Biar gak kena mental guys, Gak usah dijaga, gak bisa main, sumpah.
Woi.
Aduh. Gak usah dijaga, sumpah. Gak bisa main. Gak. Mundur. Kiri. Terbaca guys.
Lagi nahan berak kayaknya Miguel. Miguel lagi nahan berak.
Deg-degan aing.
Ngerti kok Miguel. 3-2 untuk Kevin. Dia tadi langsung diedit.
Iya, typo tadi mungkin ya.
Left. Si Savin main gak sih ini?
Kayaknya enggak ada, Savin. Gak bisa main guys, gak bisa main.
Ref.
Mbappe sama Madun itu bagus Madun.
Oke kalau gitu.
Oh, terbaca lagi. Mau lihat gak? Kastil di sini. Aing bilang apa guys? Kayak counter ini latihan. Aduh.
Kalah.
I know bro.
Aku bukan anak sepak bola. Oh, anak basket. Savin
Vin,
basket
aku udah
ya?
siap.
Apa?
Aku udah siap nih. Viewer ngomong, mana suaranya komik habis comeback. Aku udah siap. Loh, kok bisa kayak gitu?
Bisa dong. Kan WH. Kamu kemana?
Itu aku jaga Neymarnya, Tuhan Yesus.
Nggak dijagain, didiemin aja.
Banyak goblok. Ngapain? Bang, kena setengah serah. Astaga.
Kenapa tuh?
Bang, main kucingan bang.
Pengen kenain mental dulu lah, biar deg-degan dikit. Ya nggak? Deg-degan nggak, Mik?
Enggak, udah biasa. Ini aku lan aja berani, Vin. Ya usah kayak gini.
Astaga. Nggak apa-apa, tetap dukung Ko Miguel. Salah dukung berarti kamu, Vin.
Gol lagi, Vin. I give you, bro. I read you like a book, Maxevin.
Curang, ngecit.
Go back to Valorant, my boy. Oh shit.
You can sense the threat is there. Mbappe. Now Neymar. And dispossessed.
Half time. Miguel FC. Oke. Udah selesai main-mainnya.
Back on the way with PSG looking to find an effective route back into the game.
Tottenham Hotspur.
Mbappe.
Nih guys, cara jaga Maxevin guys, jangan dipres. Nanti ada waktunya. Ini di Maria nggak pernah nge-shoot selama aku main. Kasih jarak, kasih. Oh!
That escalated quickly.
Calculated. Nah ini Maxevin banget ini.
Ref.
Kalau Rex itu gagal panggilnya Ref. Biasa.
Sorry.
Bro.
Nggak kuning ya? Mantap.
Tahu lah. Kebaca. Main parkam bang.
Tenang.
Coba nih.
Aduh.
I know.
Beruntung banget tuh.
Oh shit.
Begini ayam tiran lawan PSG, yang bener aja kayak ayam tiran tuh dibilangin.
Apa tuh?
Si Bang Rizal.
Persis Solo nih bang. Aduh dah. Netral juga. Kasih.
Pakai ayam tiran.
Oh ayam tiran. Oh tahu ya.
Kok ngelek? Ngelek?
Wah.
Woi ngelek. Woi.
Bang. FPS drop bang. Bang.
Oh ngelek parah banget.
Bang, yang bener bang mainnya mau lan biar gak alasan. Lan. Kayak VCT.
Gila ngelek woi. Gue lasso, nobar nggak? Ini lagi halftime show woi. Ref.
Bang. Ayo Blackpink, golin Blackpink.
Oh, nice try.
I'm the best corner.
Ini mah GG. Kenapa sih autogol? Hafalan ya?
Itu trap cyber cuma dikasih kayak gitu udah ku counter, Viv.
Hafalan ya?
Ya, namanya juga jago bola-bola mati. Nggak dibilang tadi sama coach, ini gue jago bola-bola mati.
Siapa tuh yang bilang?
Mauro Pochettino.
Oh iya kan, mantan ininya ya?
Iya. Aduh.
Aduh, salah. Ref.
Alasan terus saya ref.
Perfectly set up for the counter attack, you know. Well, they seem to be onto something positive, but it faded away.
Ya udah GG deh.
Tolong diulangi bang. Maaf.
Kok gitu sih?
Aduh. Gila Win.
Kenapa?
Dipikir gak ada VAR. Aduh, tahu banget.
Kesalahan. Kamu salah geraknya.
Kaki aing engkel.
Oh, kok streamnya patah-patah ya?
Iya, lo sering kayak gitu kan? Kalau stream yang dulu tak ngomong pernah kan?
Apa?
Itu harus pakai full screen aku biasanya. Nganternya pakai full screen.
Oh gitu?
Iya, mending lah.
Oke, masih. Ya. Toxic sekali komik kali FIFA. Iya, emang ini kayak gitu. Kalau FIFA cuman jago congor doang.
Kalau ngomong gak sukanya benar. Astaga.
There's another goal out there. More pressure, more balls in the box, more intensity. Force the issue.
Ngapain bang?
Ref.
Madun. Jaga yang bener loh, ku kasih tahu dulu.
Apa sih ini? Ngapain? Hah?
Astaga.
Ref.
Still winnable guys, let's go. Dukung Miguel.
Pantu jurus.
Loh. 3 menit di akhir, kita lihat Miguel. Oh, salah banget.
Miguel nge-throw. Ref.
Enggak.
Ref itu ref.
referee has caught up with REYKJAVIK and he's shown him the yellow card.
Well, definitely a yellow card, Derek.
Mbappe.
Ref.
That's a penalty and at a crucial phase in the game. He's been admonished by the referee. Got to walk something of a tightrope.
Yeah, he knows exactly where he stands. Look at the referee, how he's told him off there. No yellow card, but certainly knows what the referee's thinking.
Kok tahu sih WH ya? WH sumpah. Aku gak percaya sih kamu kalau gila. Ya udah sama aja.
Kasih guys.
Sama aja. Gol juga. Keren tuh. Dah, balik nobar. Oke.
Bang, bisa penalti bang.
Berapa kali Vin mau ku tepis berapa kali?
Thank you.
Stream
Dah.
snipe gak tuh Kat?
Stream snipe ya.
Loh udah selesai stream Vin?
Udah. Hah?
Masih nonton kan abis ini?
Masih lah. Kan lanjut.
Nah
Balik.
kan toleransinya jadi patah-patah kan GG mah.
Emang iya?
Tadi ya sih.
Potentially get onto the top of green here, but at least
Enggak.
for the time being, the double wall on B lane going to give them lots of control.
Anjir langsung B langsung di wall gini gak?
Contact with Mazzino.
I mean, it's a one and done if they
nice
get
shot.
on, but Mazzino straight up and over finds Boaster. That's a little bit of a shocker. Boaster's probably not happy with that, gonna have to peel away, and again, that Viper wall's doing wonders for them here. Magnum, yes, can keep patrolling on this, make sure there's no aggression on the other side, but at this point, Fnatic are looking for their first step in. Mazzino spotted again, but this plays well for Delzik. Just being kept quiet in the cubby. Straight up Harry Potter here under the stairs. And Magnum's slow progress, but now going to be noted.
Anjir, dikejar gitu. Komik besok malam besok main dak kayak gitu tuh.
For the time being, Fnatic actually going to send a spike over towards A side now, and I think they've identified that at least the weaker side of this setup from KRU in terms of numbers. Nags actually comes through, finds a headshot below kill, and the spike will get planted uncontested behind that wall.
Look, we have seen though KRU on these pistols have been pretty solid. The vast majority of their rounds. Delzik though does lose out to Mystic, who's keeping this one in check, but Mazzino's also doubled down. Yeah, and I don't kind of checking on it, but they haven't noted him at all. Dirk is still here as well, and look at Doma just keeping himself quiet, surrounded by KRU players. Nags is going to find Dirk, and Mazzino does find Mystic, but keep your eyes on Doma. What can he do from here? Now going to be feeling the burn, has to try and do something. Nags it denies, now Magnum left. In a 1v4, denial would be difficult. Does get the first cleanly, but the defuse is coming in. Whether he wants it or not, he can't do anything about it. And KRU keep that pistol record high at least.
Lagi main underlord.
Yeah, it's unfortunate that Mazzino just slipped through, and I think that Nags was picked up, and the timing was actually really unfortunate for Fnatic, right? Because they find there's probably going to be one more. Mazzino's able to just sit and survive on Bell. You see Mystic actually resetting for the lineup. See right here, does get it off, but unfortunately doesn't find that kill. Only 4 shots left in the classic as well for Mazzino, so right down to the wire there, but well played nonetheless on the double flank.
Now, by coming back in, it's a buy from Fnatic on this, as much as they can at least.
Loncatnya nggak belajar dari Max.
Sheriff's bits and pieces, SMGs as well with light armor.
Loncatnya dari situ ya? Ih, bisa kena loh.
Tag is going to be a little bit of a problem. Nagzek can back away, trying to get that HP back up, but now going to be put on notice. They know something's astray, and Fnatic trying to just take map control here, take site control. You can see the dividing line coming out. At least from Viper here, trying to keep the enemies further back. The wall going to keep safe for the spike plant, and now into the post plant. This is where Fnatic can become an exceedingly strong team.
Wah, bulldognya.
Ini benar-benar line up sama loh.
Back now, rely on the strength of this post plant utility.
Pakai Viper lagi.
He'll come through.
Viper ya.
Nanoform gonna force them off that.
Wajib Viper sih ya, bos.
And KRU have got to come through and clear this here, Lauren.
Yeah, they have to get aggressive. You can't sit back on this. We know these post plants, you got to fight them. There's no two ways about it. Now, Boaster and Dirk are the last two alive here. And the flank from Boaster could be big. He does just about see the cape, but as the player taps away so gently, gets him off the spike defuse, but it is on halfway. And now all three start fighting through. There's nothing he can do. And Klaus comes back around, and they do convert the second up against a bit of a force.
See you tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean, FNATIC come through, they get the plant, and really with a purchase like this, they're looking to get that clean spike plant, come away and play clean on that post plant. But right there, I mean, KRU are able to, I guess, damage control-wise, back up, respect it initially, and then come through and use the numbers to their advantage. Just, I guess, take the fight with the right players early on.
Nice try lah.
Voiceover lines in slow mo.
Udah berkembang loh.
Tapi Icebox wajib itu ya, wajib set ya memangnya.
Iya wajib.
For now though, back on a little bit of a piece together purchase. Durka may be opting to try and kind of keep his economy working in the right direction. He is one of those hybrid oppers. He does not heavily depend on the op on this map, especially. It's something you'll get used to. He will run a rifle. There's been a couple of really nice statistic pieces done about him and specifically his work on it, so don't be too worried in that regard. On the other side, going to stick on what they've got.
One way
Spectres out, Sheriff for Mazzino and Bulldog for BNJ to try and deal with this. Now for now, it does just come down to Mazzino on this corner. Going to get the contact, fall back away, depend on the utility. Just
wah sayang, wah smoke kayak gitu, nice juga.
And just slows down the push if FNATIC try to maybe springboard off the back of that.
Emang Viper tuh wajib main B ya.
For the time being,
nahan B.
One way-nya annoying
one way, but still only Nags and Mazzino over here. And only one member of FNATIC noted, so I guess that's why
dekat dikasih masuk. Mantap. Di entry pakai sofa nggak tuh?
Straight away, they're going to go for this plant.
The rotations weren't leaning early. They were pretty far back. Now Boaster wants to take space and he gets it. That's huge work from Boaster. Now he can infiltrate enemy lines. He is behind the line of defense they'd love to work back in from. Now 3 on the play back through. BNJ just received attack. That sets up Boaster.
Best
he
Sheriff
just
ever.
needs one of these shots to come through. He can't make it work for towards Nags.
Best Sheriff.
Now that's the first line of defense broken through. This retake still got some time on it. This is not going to be easy. Durka happy to take fights. Information found for BNJ. But now we are down to the 3 that did only have those sheriffs and the utilities there. But Nags is trying to get aggressive. He knows how to fight these postcards.
Nice try
He's doing
banget.
whatever he can for it. Magnum needs to face this. The defuse is on halfway. Takes a second and they're running out of time. Magnum tries to buy it. I think the round is all wrapped up. They somehow turn this around.
Mantap, mantap. Dapat 1.
It's actually a really, really well-timed utility usage. Again, we know exactly what FNATIC are going to do in a situation like this. They're going to reset.
Siapa bang yang menang antara Ayam Tiran versus tim kayak tapi juara 2 di Liga Petani? Yang menang tim kayak tapi juara 2 di Liga Petani.
Dua lawan dua kan? Udah dapat 2 lawan 1. Ya udah diffuse tengah. Oh nggak diterusin ya? Malah dua-duanya nyari itu, nyari siapa? Killjoy ya.
I'm surprised they didn't sit the diffuse.
Kenapa nggak satu diffuse satu itu aja?
They got it halfway. Sure, maybe I
udah
missed
di
something.
diffuse tengah.
I don't think they can stick the half because they were both down to like sub 50 HP. So I don't actually think they had the HP to do it.
Liga Petani, what the fuck?
But 2-1 though, FNATIC going to take that every day of the week. They're more than happy. Now you can see
emang PSG nggak juara ya?
Shaken up a little bit here. KRU going to be working with a little less than ideal. 3 lighter buys coming in. SMG. Or 2 SMGs, excuse me, a Marshall and then 2 rifles at least with Delzik and Mazzino.
Ini kan kita sekarang kan nontonnya Valorant, harusnya pakai jersey tim lah.
Jersey tim apa?
Ya, Ailes. Masih ada kan kaos-kaosnya?
Masih ada Ailes. Besok lah, besok.
Niki masih ketawa lihat itu.
Tadi udah hilang tau jersey Ailes aku, terus ternyata keselip di lemari.
FNATIC gonna get that clean plant. No damage down on the way in. They're gonna be able to sit very deep now. Once again, expect Durka and Doma to try and run the clock down here.
Udah pakai apa?
KRU to push all the way behind.
G-Pro.
Actually, Durka comes through. Doma as well. They're gonna find
G-Pro nggak pakai? Gila ini orang.
Doma just goes full time.
Gila.
Does not need to
kayak Maxevin anjir nih orang.
Just goes straight to clutch and help. Easily done for some. Doma making it look so simple.
Oh iya, Vandalnya menyimpulkan ya. Jelas itu. Prime keju. Prime keju. Nggak salah sih berarti dia aimnya sesakit ini. Gila.
I mean, this is the thing. This is the thing, right? The beauty of this setup is you have 2 players like Durka and Doma, the ones that are like, well, yeah, we'll put them on yellow. If they find some kills, it will kill some time. But actually, they just come through and absolutely destroy KRU before they even get that retake going.
Yo, 3 jam.
We've seen this before. He loves to counter any oppers that might try and get a little saucy with the peaks down towards
Kayak ke Bandung lah.
A lot of attention towards middle.
Naik pesawat 3 jam atau naik mobil 3 jam ya? Lupa.
Super close. Darker, hyper aware of his angles.
Kayaknya sih naik mobil sih.
Trying to play it as safe as possible.
Hah?
Now again, they are up against pistols and only light armor on BNJ, so not too much of a threat. But let's see if they can keep this clean. Durka gonna at least win the angle now and start building up.
Ini ada nih, langsung dikasih loh, facecam.
They feel bold enough, but
Mana?
even then, you still got Magnum lingering around.
Maxevin.
That's the thing here with, I was going to say, yeah, they need to find something on this mid push or
Oh, Doma yang ini.
Because he's going to get overwhelmed very quickly. And actually, Mazino able to escape effectively.
Kayak Flusha
not able to escape.
Yang toxic tadi mana ya?
On the outzone,
yang ganteng, yang so ganteng.
Yang selebrasi tadi, Bin.
Kayak yang Mystic deh.
So much map control, so much space is his. He's such a nuisance. Yeah, he loses his life by now. This is where you have to see if Crew can find some more. They've maybe cracked open the first down. That's big though. Doma goes down. Now the last 3. Let's look at these positions that they currently hold. They're not ideal, but Magnum, there's that mid lurk from him coming in super valuable at this point. Boaster takes the fight, loses the fight.
Crew are
doing everything they can for this Mystic. Didn't need to go for it. He just styles on them in the end. The defuse was kept safe regardless. The utility still in play. But Mystic just making it look stylish, even though Crew did get close.
Right, so the big thing to know here, and I was just about to say, they need to find something from that mid push because, again, here's another round where they've not made it.
Halo?
Nonton boleh.
Coba ngomong.
Halo.
They must anticipate what's coming.
Vincent.
They get the clean spike plant. They know they're going to reset all the way back and just play utility. The hit needs to come through much earlier. Yes, pistols on that round, a frenzy, a sheriff here or there, but on the buy round, I want to see them adjust and address this post.
Gak ngerti sih, Pak. Kok TE mati ngopo? Radian
mati.
Nah, Bram ngerti.
Oh, nonton.
Itu kan goro-goro nek nge-save kurang 1.000 lagi.
Wah, gue mau
ya pemain ya nek kowe defend kowe nge-save pakai dos itu 1.000 nek attack kowe gak ngeplan iku minus 1.000 ya.
Actually as well with Magnum sat here again, the Viper's bit invested on A.
Pusing ya.
Magnum trying to read into this, there's not really going to be any aggression. Mystic actually going to respond with a Viper's bit of his own on B. Over default, because Fury also invested from Boaster. It's going to allow this plant to come through. And once again now, I want to see Crew send somebody flanking. They need to come through and pressure the back line.
Viper semenjak di buff jadi agent yang wajib di Icebox dah ya. Iya, Viper wajib banget sih di Icebox. Viper sama Sage bang, ada 2 tuh. Viper, Sage sama Sofa sih perlu banget. Anjir. Gila banget kira dimajuin. Bener-bener di-push, gila. Serang 4.
So much was just invested in that round, and it still works out at a 4v2, and it's going to be down to just 1 rifle remaining for Delzik, and Magnum's closing in as well.
Tapi mesti jatuh auto pick ya masih.
This is brutal. And the problem right there is you invest a lockdown on B, it only gives you control of sight. Now, knowing that FNATIC are playing on lane, that lockdown in lane is always going to yield a better result because they have to come through and push. And especially if they get... It's always the attacker's lockdown that's going to last.
Anjay.
Abis ini kalau FNATIC menang kita FIFA lagi lah, Bin.
Ya boleh.
Actually, was actually on yellow? No, it wasn't. It was on lane.
Gue gak expect bakal dimajuin
the minimap actually on rotation there. I was like, they actually put the lockdown on yellow for a second there.
Orang-orang persenjataan sama darah berkurang. Yang penting bareng-bareng.
Oh, pinguinnya yang di battle pass itu dari situ ya?
Iya.
And it looks like Mazino wants to take matters into his own hands, to try and get aggressive, lose his life. Mystic happy to take the push away. It looks like they want to get aggressive, but they're trying to do this at range against rifles. That's lovely from BNJ, but it doesn't make much at this point. Now he's going to fall away from this too. The aggression, yes, it found
sebenarnya agak kangen yang strateginya Astralis, dia punya grenade 5 dimanfaatin buat satu angle dulu, Vin.
Yang di Inferno ya?
Ya, itulah Inferno, terus apa, Mirage yang window. Nah, ya gitu gak pernah bisa di Valorant.
Oh iya.
Team play ya.
Gotong royong. Wanjay. Itu nggak digele.
Gila orang ini.
Hoki lah ini.
Means he actually got the armor
Kepala
here,
satu, badan
so
satu.
potentially go
Fix.
hunting. I don't think actually all around like this. Okay, not gonna matter at all.
Doma says no. Here's the thing, right? Like here's the actual kind
Beda
of
sih mentalnya
scary
Fnatic.
fact to
Iya
me
gila.
is that Fnatic haven't been doing
Terbangnya
anything
tinggi
wild.
dia,
We've seen
Fnatic
a
emang
solid
kuat
retake
banget sih
so
ya.
far with a little bit of a late mid hold coming out from
Look at the
Mag.
numbers, Lauren. Look at the
Jago
numbers.
banget.
Like, there's not a lot of this in terms of actual kills. These are going back and forth. It's the fact that, like I said, clean rounds come through. Fnatic don't even need to fight in the post plant. They don't need to.
Enggak, Sagediv. Sage ini Maxevin ini, Sage Maxevin.
Look, they have timeouts available. I'd love to see them call a tactical timeout if they really
Sage
start feeling
KRU.
they don't have a simple answer to this. It looks like a different look coming out this time as well. We spoke about what they traditionally do.
Gila, line up Miho nih.
It looks like maybe off the back of the chance of that
ini line
just
up-nya
coming
nih,
out,
gile.
or just simply think
Iya.
Yang
it's time to go
Viper.
for the switch up here. And Doko does
Di
it!
videonya.
He just Ferrari peeks an op. Like I said, just got deleted. The body bag's just being zipped up as we speak. That's nasty from Durka.
Jet spike
That's the
keras.
first time somebody's played on top of yellow as well. So
langsung kanan.
Dirk is literally just full swung.
Enak banget ya digituin ya.
Oh my word.
Unreal stuff. Must be nice to have someone like him. But now Klaus, again, we haven't seen too many of these rifle rounds leaning towards this A site, so crew are going to have to be sitting a little bit deeper. They've lost
Any
part
spot
of the side control
good,
enough of the
Kiki.
extent that they'll probably give up the plant. But Fnatic taking a pause for thought here, clearing utility as they go, not in a massive hurry just
Killjoy-nya
yet.
KRU kah?
They're actually playing this deep enough. Actually,
KRU
Klaus will come through, find the trade. I
Klaus
was going to say, I
tuh
think
bisa
they're
main
playing deep
Killjoy.
enough to allow the Hunter's
Aku
Fury
lihat
to come
tadi
through, but
jaga
no
base-nya
tag on the
benar-benar
plant
sekedar
here, and BJ
bukan,
will
guys,
find
dari Fnatic.
the second and third, and the res comes through. So,
Kontrol
man advantage in
atas.
favor of crew on this.
Dia selalu dapat satu kalau nggak
Mystic
dua.
is still alive.
Jaga
Keep your eye on
solo
this
padahal.
post plant. This is where
Gila ya.
things
Si
start becoming a
Klaus
problem.
ini.
They do have the extra bodies put down to at least try and pull this retake off. B and Jacob the
Killjoy
first
yang
one
KRU.
forward.
Anjay.
Kratos comes in. Delzik stays alive. Mazzino does find
Anjay.
Magnum is on Durka now. Diffuse.
Doma
could be
stage main
toyed
banget
with,
ya,
not just
booster
yet.
masih
Durka
bisa
just
pindah-pindah
check for a
role.
second, goes back.
Emang tadi Doma ini?
Outside
Oh
the
my
box.
god.
Huge work from Durka.
Emang Doma tadi
Again,
sebelumnya main
starts
stage ya?
the round with a bang and he closes it. Just shuts the
Alah.
book on
Gila,
it.
Kiki.
Oh my word.
magang,
What a round for them.
magang.
Like you said, opens it up with an insane
Doma Sage main.
headshot over on B lane.
Battle
Closes
Sage.
things out. The Red Bull clutch coming from Dirk here. The Blade Storm
Gila anjir itu.
absolutely on peak.
Gila dikasih.
It's beautiful.
3 lawan 1 bisa di clutch. Beda mental.
Unbearably good. Durka has had a performance. Welcome to the big leagues, boys, girls.
11-12
This
Mas Kevin.
is something else. Truly, this is Durka saying,
Tinggal
"Yeah, no
belakangnya
worries, boys,
Gojek.
I got you, we got this.
Gojek.
And crew, yeah, they can get aggressive right now. We see them do this in their kind of half buys, their
Wow.
force buys, but they need this to land. And Durka's just
Kena
on
timing,
one.
man.
Everything's just feeling right for him. We do see the Vipers pushed up in the form of Mazzino, taking a little bit of space, but keep in mind they've got the SMGs,
Awas,
they've got
longnya
Sheriffs, they've got
dipush.
Frenzies. It ain't much to play with, even with this slightly
Dapat dua nih.
above-average position. This could be
Wajay.
just
Sigap.
turns on him. This guy is having a
Sigap
series now.
banget.
He's just feeling it. He wants to just go in, and they might as well here. They've got the numbers. So a 4v3
Kok spoiler
towards
sih,
the site.
Vin? What the fuck?
So, Delzik and Nags
Mana
are
nih?
pretty
VP
close
game, VP
already.
game.
On default here.
Oh,
Dirk goes exploring.
Bet ya,
We'll find
bet ya.
another one. Spot out.
Buat VP game nih.
Klaus. Not much longer for this one.
Empat
If
ya,
Dirk
di bet.
decides to
Ada nggak sih
swing once
betting
again.
ini?
As I say, they will find
Betting,
the Sheriff headshot,
betting
but-
Valorant
Banyak,
point.
Meanwhile, Magnum got
Oh, nggak ada,
himself
nggak ada. Itu betting skin
beautiful
sih.
lurk all the way into kitchen.
kok
Oh, iya?
Be able to cut off this rotation and all the
Betting
This
koin.
information
Nah, koinnya nanti bisa dibuat
plays
beli
into
itu.
Fnatic's favor.
Apa sih namanya itu?
PP.
Iya, PP, ditukerin PP.
Oh.
Kipas kok ya bagus ya
And
kipas.
look,
Lewat
if you're
redeem
new to
code.
Fnatic,
Nggak
you
jelek ah.
maybe hadn't watched too much
Ya
EU
kecolong
Valorant.
nggak tuh?
Look, I don't blame you. I get it. NA's exciting.
Nonton
They
di
have all
Twitch
the
ya, Vin.
flashiness, but
Kalau
you got
ada
players like Durka
kode
out
drop,
here,
Vin.
right? Now these were the firepower
Oh,
upgrades
yeah?
that Fnatic invested
Buat
into.
kartu, buat apa,
Durka
kasih tahu
and
nanti.
Magnum, they brought them on at a really
Emang ada
risky
drop apa?
time.
Nggak ada drop gak sih kalau di game ini?
Investment of them to try and bring this
Anjay.
firepower. Now,
Okay.
Klaus does very nicely. But very unlikely the round.
Segame
goes
mulu dia
anywhere
bang dari
quite
pas di
quickly.
VCT
Of
Europe
course,
juga. Oh iya, gue
So at this
nggak merhatiin sih VCT Europe. Ini Bang Rizal ngikutin banget ya.
I could hear the sound then. I'm like, oh no. I've seen weirder things. It's not gonna happen. Don't worry about it. But once again, this was Fnatic
Massive
investing in
man.
two not unknown players, but not metal tested players. You think about some of the other
Unproven, I
names
think's
out
a
there.
fair word.
Exactly. Unproven players, and they were young guns coming in who definitely caught the attention of other EU teams, but at this point, they are worth their weight in gold. You've already seen that come through. So big moves from Fnatic at the right time. The plug-and-play players of these guys are just looking fantastic. Look at that snap from him. And now, again, we asked the question, KRU in these rifle rounds, where have they been?
Blitz pop, Win,
once again, Mazino goes
Enggak, Vandal keju.
I want to see a little more of a setup. Now the problem
jadinya di A dong, plannya terus ngeholdnya pada di mid, trust emang Fnatic. Emang gila ya, gaming banget, tergaming.
Kayaknya next agent Samurai ya?
Gak tau deh, pasti kayaknya sih menurut aku Sentinel. Menurut kalian apa? Agent berikutnya.
Sentinel sudah terlalu banyak. Kalau menurutku sih inisiator. Inisiator soalnya cuma Sova, sama Bridge, sama Sky. Udah, itu doang.
Semuanya 3 loh, kecuali duelist 5. Enggak deh, udah 4 ya. Inisiator emang cuma 3 ya? Sova, Bridge, Sky.
Sage apa? Sage inisiator.
Sage, Sentinel.
They need a little more to it, a little bit more of a fire burning underneath them.
The thing is, Mazino's happy to give up B side, which I like. Again, it's not as if he's dying.
Sentinel juga cuma 3.
But the fact that he's backing away and then everybody comes through mid, they're all stacking up in kitchen, they're stacking up towards Snowman.
Nggak ngikutin bang, cuma ngeliat sekilas doang. Oh iya.
And he has so much information.
Jeli ya, kalau ngeliat
At
sekilas.
that point, Fnatic don't need to move at all. The fact that Durka and Doma keep just, I'll say it, overstepping on yellow and finding a lot of value doing it. Don't get me wrong.
Figura merah ini, yang di.
But right there, again, it comes down to the fact
itu dari saudaraku. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Which don't matter at all when you think bigger picture.
Ya, pakai headset gak tuh.
They'll take that hit.
Keren gak?
That's absolutely fine. They'll just try and, you know, as they put body on the line to protect Mystic.
Lucu.
At 7-2,
dibikinin oleh saudaraku, sepupu.
Finally dissipate. KRU, hopefully they come up with an idea. We've got to see what they change up, what they do in this.
Untuk ulang tahun 2017. Oh, rekor situ. I see.
And it looks like they are trying to show a lot of presence towards long here. They're looking for those early fights. Maybe this is a switch up and they lose
sayang tuh. Coba pakai Phantom.
But now he stays alive with 56 HP. There's still another player here.
Iya, Wallur sih. Biar bisa naik.
That's map control. 4-4-1. But Klaus is going to hear all this. He knows this player's coming his way, and now there's a time limit on it. He looked lost. He looked... I don't know how close he gets away with it, 1, and how 2. Klaus just looked like he wasn't ready for it. At this point, now we're down to 2. BNJ and Mazino.
Oh, dari tadi dia yang support
Magnum
jetnya
spots him out on the flank. Fnatic, just, they're all encompassing right now. As finally Mazino wins that fight on long, the instant flex on the push towards A.
Iyalah.
It's beautiful to watch as Mazino's getting a cool knife in hand, but the contingencies in place from Fnatic, it's actually crazy. Again,
lu manggil gue bang, padahal gue masih semester 2 kuliah, lu udah kerja bang. Oh iya, baru tahu gue. Sorry.
Yes, Delzik comes through. It actually repeats what they did in the pistol round, right? To try and contest control of top 3.
Anjir, pada muda-muda banget yang nontonin gue.
Actually, snake bite on there and Delzik comes through to
besok
try and
menikah
challenge
Livestream
inside the
aja,
cloud
Vin.
burst.
Aku udah siap jadi moderator.
Again, through all that.
Besok apa? Besok apa? Kalau nikah livestream nggak tuh?
Siap edit main sama nanti udah.
Okay, we go again. Let's see if this can maybe change something up here. Ult now invested as well. Several ults invested into this one as best they can. KRU are going to throw everything that they can into this.
Harusnya sih Sentinel atau Initiator bang, karena agent baru kan controller and duelist Yoru Astra. Bisa sih. Nggak tahu ya. Mungkin Initiator disesuaikan juga sama map bridge-nya ya.
Kalau di sini belajar lagi GG.
Enggak sih, gak mungkin. Nggak tahu kenapa aku kuat banget sama Sentinel. Karena aku seneng kalau ada Sentinel, aku bisa ganti hero agent satu lagi.
Iya, sama. Belajar bareng kok.
Iya.
Kita mencari line up gimana.
Tucked in behind the wall in tube. So again, a little bit of a fake here from Fnatic to show some presence on A, as if they're going to contest Mazino's ult.
Anjay.
I mean, this is a whole new look to things as well. We haven't
seen
the piece coming out from Fnatic. Yes, maybe KRU have addressed the issues in the previous rounds, but let's see how much space they get.
Mukanya dikeliatin dikit doang ya?
Down to 30. That mid piece. Oh no!
cheater
Delzik gets
berarti.
caught in the middle of Klaus and B&J still going to do well. Though. Klaus playing so well, trying to make up for all the problems they had in Nagzit. Just with the pistol in his hand, just trying to buy the time. 15 seconds. Where is that spike? Mystic right now on towards the site itself. Tries to get a quick plant through, and it looks like so he's going to get it. Klaus is right on by. Nagzit by his side. There's a 3v2 now. Play back in.
Ini apa ya ulti kayak gini ya? Kayak es krim meleleh gitu.
The pit's a little unique here.
Bawahnya nggak kena lagi
Gila anjir nih, line up gimana? Tuh, masih bisa lari ke sono. Ini gila sih.
He doesn't need to repeat this. He's just biding time, keeping the pressure away from Mystic again. And you can see Mystic don't need though help. He's fine. Nagzit goes down.
Yang ultinya dari atas, kalau dari bawah atasnya nggak ketutup tuh.
And just there's nothing to be done.
Ini berarti kalau jadi kalau Viper gini mencetnya pencet buletannya itu targetnya di bawah atau di atas ya?
Enggak, ini dia ngeplan kan, ngeplan di atas. Habis itu mencet ultinya di atas, tapi dia anuin ke bawah. Paham gak sih?
Tapi dia apa?
Dia anuin ke bawah kan ada bunder-bunderannya kan?
Oh ya, berarti bunder-bunderannya di bawah dong gitu ya?
Ya.
Oh, I see.
Dia otomatis jatuh ke bawah kayak meleleh gitu.
Tryhard. Ya iyalah ini turni anjir, kalau nggak tryhard mah pulang aja langsung kasih slotnya ke aku.
Yes, they can find these kills, but it comes back to the contingencies. Fnatic are so well set up to deal with any variable that doesn't even go in their favor.
Bahkan di line up Saper tuh nggak dikasih tahu kayak line up yang kayak gini ultinya, serius. Aku baru tahu bisa kayak gitu. Habis aku lihat tadi perspektifnya.
Di ulti nih, booster. Di ulti nih.
You can pray all you want.
Nggak tahu.
At this point, the rifle rounds are just evading you.
Sushi Boys.
Comes in. Blamer does manage to keep
Ya Sushi Boys ini ya.
Escape's going to be an option, but Dirk is going to try and bail him out. Nagzit on the other
Extend kan?
Nggak tahu sih.
Extend ya dia.
So into the post one we go. Let's see if they can disrupt this.
Niki juga pernah bilang kan.
First,
Iya dia. Yaudah aku nonton Sushi Boys dulu.
Klaus did find Dirk in the meantime. Now there's going to be further layers. This Mystic invests his piece of utility. Mazzino needs to get involved in this now.
Wallbang. Di flank gitu saja, Bung.
Bisa.
Udah, GG.
Kepikiran gitu loh.
Ulti retard kepaksa karena waktu mepet sih bang, kata gue mah. Enggak sih, lebih tepatnya karena udah last round. Sayang banget kalau nggak dipakai tuh.
Comes to challenge the backline, and Magnum absolutely punishes them for that.
I want to talk about Magnum a little bit as well, because yes, Dirk is obviously your highlight player, right? He makes the, flashy plays in this.
Berapa skornya Bram ini?
The work that Magnum's been doing in mid, as just being able to deny those flanks, be a constant nuisance,
nanti ini yang game kedua ini dia menang atau kalah.
Ronde 2.
Bisa predik dari situ ya.
Ada spoilernya dah.
Ada, Bram. WH.
Oke, kayaknya bisa dinyalain VL.
I diligence in that, and I think it's still that may not be rewarded in that. But I want to highlight here that Magnum's been playing his role very well. Now on the other side, we know KRU are pistol gods apparently, but again, they need to get all of the others that follow.
Kemarin tawaran extend gimana, Vin?
Nah, katanya tahun 2022 lah.
Magnum.
Gantiin Sushi Boys.
Ya.
Okay, somehow finds a kill.
Bisa ngapain di situ?
That was a line up onto default, but the plant wasn't even there.
Jauh amat ya.
Aku baru tahu. Sumpah. Gak bohong.
Loh, ini
Magnum now gonna be fed.
Loh, kok dibalik sih harusnya dari
Nah,
gila. Chatnya serasa
ini baru.
Gila.
Jangan ini afterplay-nya kita lihat ya kayak apa ya afterplay-nya.
Oh, kurang. Lagian kenapa play gitu ya? Kayak masuk gang semua, berantem di gang.
Itu KRU ya yang menang ya?
Iya.
Berarti ini 13-5.
It's all good. We're all great.
Banyak.
It was scrappy for a little time, but
Belum last round kan bang? Kan 92, belum round 12. Iya, ini si Bram bisa prediksi, dia bisa tahu hasil akhir ya. Katanya 13-5.
Kita lihat ya.
Jangan spam di buat nutupin jalan bawahnya.
Enjoy.
Kipas terus bang.
will be
orang-orang kalau nggak kipas sekarang ambil. Udah itu.
Lo biul dah. Kan ini di DS ya, ngapain kipas-kipas emang nggak dingin apa?
What the fuck?
Logiknya gitu sih.
Kalau di bind nggak apa-apa deh.
Ini lo
Gerah
ice
gitu.
bro dari Iceland.
Clean
Padahal biasa aja.
work so far from KRU here, coming up with 2 good kills. Spikes
dari
Zeno very aware that they might be trying to get a little bit cheeky with
Iya.
this, but not gonna be going for much of it. Way down below, there is Mystic with an interesting choice of weapon. Knightset will be tilted off the face of the earth. Yep, onto the back of that. You don't love to see it unless you're a Fnatic fan trying to dive back in. More, but not gonna get it. And now
What the fuck?
Last one here.
Sumpah.
Does get the Zeno, but okay, 2 kills. It's not enough to really make me worried for KRU's economy.
Enggak, itu gue nanya masalah ulti Viper bang. Oh, ulti Viper.
To really write home
Nggak tahu deh bang.
about, but at this point,
Oh itu nggak ulti Viper, itu kayak wall deh. Apa gimana ya? Nggak ngerti.
Right, like that's the sketchy part. It's like, yeah, we can talk about the economy, kind of the effect of it, trying to have to work out how to balance out the rifles you're going to be investing into. When do you invest into them? Because again, you can't really afford to play long con here. You've got to be all in as soon as possible. And this is technically your bonus round, but you really need this one.
Yeah, they really do. The 6-round deficit here. And they got to win him clean.
Oh sayang dah. Bener ya?
It's a 5-man lean from KRU. They're going to try and walk through maze here underneath Mystic.
Kira-kira.
He's actually going to get spotted out by the Aldrin. Got to come away and back up, but early information at least gathered here.
Nice
Most
try,
actually a
Viper.
perfect crossfire to deal with that dash through from Max.
Magebang apa Singularity?
The crossfire
Mending beli Spectre apa?
Mystic and Bosa there.
Magebang atau
3 kills on the round already.
Mending
Kalau
beli.
Spectre aku itu sih singgung.
Kayak Singularity ya.
Kalau Spectre lo ya. Aku jadi tier pertamanya itu singgung, tier keduanya itu Prime dan itu.
They cornered in.
Itu the best
B&J
sih,
and
serius.
Klaus
Kayak ada aim blocknya
needed
bener.
some damage, maybe a spike plant, get some rifles away, get some upgrades. That would have been perfect. And KRU watching
Tapi
their chances
Magepang juga bagus.
dissipate, slip through the fingers. Klaus and B&J,
Cuma ada
what can you
variasi
do with
warnanya
this?
idiot.
Suaranya aneh kok.
Doma,
Tapi kan nambah fire rate.
Mystic tucked in on the
Iya,
corner.
anggap saja pakai Odin. Ini di
Well,
base ya?
B&J gonna have to just face the music here. Flawless
Kontrol
round
bimennya,
coming through.
GG lah.
Gaming.
GG.
Flawless round at that as well, but that's
Flawless.
I guess the most heartbreaking way for KRU to go through that one. You'd wanted those small bonuses, those little benefits that could maybe echoed into the next rounds, but now you're facing
Masalahnya tadi
a
Mystic
disaster
bisa
in front of
ngekill
you, which
orang
is
pakai
Fnatic
senjata.
at full force with
pakai
11
itu sih,
rounds
pakai
by their
shorty.
side, and you not having the bonus of at least
Yeah,
the right
anjay.
skills to bring through.
Gila banget Mystic.
Yeah, this is when it gets really tricky
Keren ya. Valorant Go.
for KRU because
Nyesel dah nggak beli.
Aneh kok Valorant tuh.
Nggak beli badinya Cypher dulu. Soalnya aku belum main Cypher waktu itu.
Iya, itu bagus.
ultimate available on the side of Mazzino and no decent progress.
Aku belum main
elsewhere.
Cypher. Ih bagus sih setup yang next ini.
Durka. Again, look at it here. Gonna lean away with Durka playing this deep. He gets on top of green, and actually now Doma can drift all the way away from B site. Especially now with Durka finding Mazzino in the backline.
Well, Mazzino was
Wah
playing
kena timing nih.
Durka well aware of that from the previous
close.
rounds, and he's happy to be this pest. He can be the nuisance.
Sigap banget.
He can keep them constantly paranoid about the back lines, let alone what could be happening in middle, through tube potentially. And now they're having to back away. They've lost time potentially. They have to re-clear this if they do want to go back towards B. And there's threats. You can see them having to shoulder peek in, jiggle peek the corners, trying to hope for the best here, but waiting a little bit deeper now will be Durka. He does have as well, I think it's Doma by his side, so the D&D combo.
Defect guys.
But no, they opt for
Pikir jodoh yang muter.
regress towards A, maybe feeling as though they've pulled enough of a
Viper masih
rotation.
anchor.
Magnum did go towards B, so they do get at least now a favorable fight towards the A site.
Kayaknya gak jadi dah balik.
So potentially can.
Oh iya dia. Punyain dah ini. Langsung. Wah kepick si Mystic ya.
Off the rip here. Klaus finds that one. The wall will be invested on backside. Both actually able to poke a hole in it.
Ketutup Viper semua ya.
It's an awkward plant actually by Delzik. It's tucked in the corner, so they can't actually play deep. It's not in sight.
Terus.
And actually the Hunter Fury going to come through, nearly actually catching 3 members of
Wah sayang gak dipaksa tuh.
Magnum, Durka, Doma all firing kills. Delzik, last man
Oh.
He has to just stand and fight. That's all he's got left. Shell Booster outdoes him. It's going to be 12 on the board for FNATIC. And bear in mind, this ain't just match point. This is now going to be a match point coming through. KRU. This is going to be hard.
Kayak cocok deh si Bram jadi Gel.
Find an answer soon.
Enggak, jadi mentor kita bet aja, Ben.
Thus far. There were questions marks. We definitely theory maybe a little bit of nerves could come into play. So these younger players, would it hinder them, would it help them? But no, none of that has happened. They have looked
so far. Kelihatan itu loh, apa game keduanya itu.
And on a fundamental level, again, the other thing where we've seen FNATIC kind of fall short in some.
Kalau skornya mepet berarti nggak kelihatan dong, kayak 6-6.
Lost that discipline factor.
Kalau 6-6 ya, lihat kayak aku biasanya ngeliatnya top 3 tayarnya, kayak akhirnya lebih banyak mana.
He's pushing up, keeps himself at least unchecked for now. If you crest that corner, he knows that they're right around.
Biasanya aku kasih jarak 2, kayak 13.
Gila udah kayak gini mah. Udah diratain.
But you can see, it just looks like right now FNATIC are just going to take this from them, rip it out of their hands. Magnum, happy to take the fight as Nags is the last one.
Plus terbracket. Mana? Selebrasi dulu nih.
In the first game of
13-4. Let's go,
guys. It's just simply outclassed. That's the only way to describe that. KRU showing a complete inability to deal with what FNATIC bring to this game. Like I said, Icebox was one that potentially, yes, you could consider it an anomaly in this.
Sebelumnya berapa tadi? 13-5 ya? Aku ya, prediknya.
Weirdest winner's
Ya,
celebration.
match pertama itu.
Both at the center of it.
You gotta love him. They put on a show in the game and outside of the game. It's hard to not love the FNATIC side. As they look incredible here, I think it's definitely answered a lot of questions people may have had about them, or any doubts that could have been brought through, but they have looked exemplary in the entirety of this run, and no better way to close it. Durka being just the downfall of the three huge kills and just the support there with his side.
Kayak tos-tosan deh.
Brilliant scenes from the FNATIC boys.
Fist bump. Nggak salim, fist bump.
Thank you bro. Thank you.
Yes, it's day one. Thank you. 90% of those have been squashed for me. I mean, seeing Durka step up.
Gue kayak lagi di gym dah.
Those sick confidence plays, which again, our team's first showing on that, you don't expect them to flex like that. So it's fantastic to see. Ultimately, really well deserved. I think the scoreline reflects just how in control FNATIC were in the series.
I'm very much with you. I think we have to address the fact that the vast majority of KRU's rounds came from pistols. And again, this is what could happen.
Crash.
Gas, ya malah.
Ayo gas dong. Aku off stream dulu ya guys. Mantap.
Gamenya yang kedua, menang KRU. Ini berarti gak lama ini. Tadi kan 13-5, 13-4 lah ini. Soalnya game sebelumnya, map pertama tadi yang pas switch change tuh yang menang FNATIC, makanya 13-5. Kayak sesumbar gitu, dapat bonus round gitu. Makanya nge-terus satu round. Ini 13-4. Soalnya menang KRU over Pak.
Kamu abis ini lihat pertandingan FIFA yang big match.
Aku FIFA gak pinter aku.
Udah, kamu aja big match nih loh. Prediksi skor.
Oh, prediksi skor. Kalau ini susah sih.
Ini susah sih, karena di bawah.
Kayaknya udah gampang, predik mah gampang, siapa yang menang.
Kalau siapa yang menang, easy sih.
Are you sure, brother?
Miguel.
Are you sure? Jangan sampai belum buktikan ini, Vin.
Guys, aku off stream dulu ya. Makasih Bang Rizal, Bang Bram, Bang Miguel yang semua udah nonton di sini. Sampai ketemu besok lagi, guys. Aku udah mau tidur. Ini pasti yang nonton Bram juga kan? Bram, Miguel, sama Rizal. Iya, 3 orang pas.
Aku mesti AFK-in di Mihyung sama Miguel.
Oh, Mihyung lagi live ya?
Lagi live tadi.
Oke.
Masih main kalau nggak salah.
Bye. Off stream. See you tomorrow. Dah, segame aja.
Sama Maver Escape.